What freedoms do we really have? We live in the United States of America, land of the free, home of the brave. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? The United States is a constitutional republic. That means that we are a nation of laws. And it was set up this way to protect the individual rights of its citizens. In one of our founding documents, the Declaration of Independence, 3 things were specifically cited. Whenever it said, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator certain inalienable rights. Amongst these are the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what we said we believed. We have a Bill of Rights in our Constitution. First through 10 amendments to the Constitution. First Amendment guarantees the right to free speech, rights of the press, the right to assemble. Second Amendment is the cornerstone for all those other ones. That's the linchpin. That's what guards all of our other rights that we had at that time secured. That's the right to keep and bear arms. Whereas the last resort, we could throw off tyranny. Whereas, when needed, we could protect ourselves, protect our neighbors, protect our communities, and protect our country. During the Revolutionary War, about 10 to 12% of the colonists that would later become Americans fought for independence. About another 10 to 12% were loyalists. Believe we should stay loyal to the British Crown and be subjects of the British monarchy. Most everybody else stayed in the middle and waiting to see which way things would fall. And that figured if they don't do nothing, well, we can be happy either way it goes. Well, could have gone the other way. It wasn't far from going the other way. Had that happened, those men that fought for the colonial rights and later founded the United States of America would have been found guilty of high treason. The property seized, executed, families abused. The state legislature in Florida has recently passed some bills, and they'll probably be signed off on the governor, further limiting our constitutional right to keep and bear arms. I don't agree with that. They say, at 18 you can't make a valid decision. I damn sure could. Understood at age 18, you got in trouble, you went to jail. Don't call mama and daddy to bail you out. Meant you were in a sling. My dad used to tell me, hey, you get yourself locked up, you call the one that got you in there to get you out. Don't call me. My dad being a man of his word, I took him at that. Never got myself locked up. Except for when I was working for the prison system. Then I had to be locked in there with the rest of the miscreants. Truth of the matter is, the only rights that we have are the ones that we're willing to secure and continue to keep secure. People say, well, in the Declaration of Independence, it says we have the right to life. Well, maybe. I've seen a lot of good men leave this world a lot sooner than I would like to have seen them leave. I've seen babies stillborn. You want the right to life? Well, you're going to have to keep that life. Right to liberty? You're only going to be able to keep those liberties that you're willing to continue to secure. And once you sell them, there's no getting them back. They're gone. Pursuit of happiness, I can't really find a man held in bondage or slavery or involuntary servitude that could call himself happy. He's not free to do what he wants to do and pursue his own ambitions and dreams and goals. People said, well, in the U.S. we had allowed slavery, was legal in a lot of places up until the Civil War. Yeah, that's right. We had a lot of work to do to overcome the status quo. Took us a long time to do it. We get to a point where, hey, we have gotten to a point where we're moving in the right direction, and then something comes up and wants to take away part of our freedom. Sad part is still almost 80% of people are willing to give it up. Actually, if you continue 10% that'll go along with it, make that 90%, but there's a few of us that simply aren't going to give up our rights. We understood what it took to get those rights. We understood what it takes to keep those rights. And we're not going to bow to public pressure because somebody says, well, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. That's great. If you don't believe in owning a gun, then don't buy one. Don't try to force your way of thinking onto me because, that's just not going to happen. It took us a long time where everybody's constitutional rights were recognized. It took us a long time where everybody would get together and say, the rights guaranteed in the Constitution, those are for everybody. And that's what the purpose of the Bill of Rights is for. It's not to give a blueprint for how the government operates like the Constitution. It's to protect the individual rights and liberties that were hard-won and hard to maintain sometimes. But if we want to keep those rights, we're going to have to maintain them. That means that the elected officials who trample those rights need to be held accountable. We have more sleaze in our government than is imaginable. And the sad part is uninformed voters blindly go along and keep electing the same idiots. And people are surprised. Well, now it's Republicans attacking your right to keep and bear arms. Not surprised. Next week it'll be the Democrats wanting something from us. We need to hold our elected officials in check and say, hey, y'all are already taking too much. Not one more inch, not one more dime is going toward you making yourself rich at public expense. And that's to all of our public officials. Democrats, Republicans, conservatives. Our state officials are a joke, including our Governor Rick Scott. Somebody's going to say, oh, he's a Republican. No, that son of a bitch is a crook. He was just a smart enough criminal not only to get away with it, but get himself elected. They say, well, I can't believe you're attacking a Republican. Hey, I'll attack a crooked politician or a criminal any damn place and any time publicly that I need to. And the Democrats aren't even any better. So as far as our major party candidates, well, the state of Florida, I consider most all of y'all trash. But you'll have people that'll blindly send these people back to Tallahassee to lead our state. And sell themselves out, sell out their freedoms. I can get it. People in big urban areas, they don't hunt. They don't fish. They don't enjoy outdoor recreation. Up here in these rural parts of North Florida, we do. And we still value our rights. And we'll keep our rights. That's all I've got to say about that. Later on.